Again, just poking around. I see his army, and I'm just going to retreat. I don't want to engage right now. I don't feel good about my numbers. He's got a ton of stalkers. I think he has blink researched, so I'm just going to retreat totally. Fortunately, I think he sees that pylon on the way by, so probably going to lose that. But just warping in more stalkers, and my first colossi going to join my army. And at this point I should be pumping out immortals, since I see a mostly stalker army. I get up 2 more gates of my own to give me 5. He has 5 as well, but again, I have that robotics, which is going to let me push out more units and higher tiered units. Sort of massing at the front here. Army is about the same size. I have a Colossus. I have my base up. He hasn't yet warped in his. Looks like he's going to go for a push here. Warping in a lot more units. And he's going for my back door. I see this and decide to attack from here. Again, I don't know he has blink at this point. So he blinks. I don't have my thermal lance upgraded yet, so kind of don't want to engage with this Colossi until I have that. He blinks into my army, focuses down my Colossus. Fortunately, this Immortal is still going to town on these Stalkers. I'm warping in more reinforcements, going to retreat to these cannons, and he's going to retreat as well. Again, I'm stuck with all Stalkers here, and now I need to push out the Immortals to counter his Stalkers. He's going to try to take down my rocks again. I'm almost forced to push out. You want to keep these rocks intact for as long as you can, just so you have forewarning when they're going to move into the back of your base. Again, pushing down with my Stalkers, focus fire down, or should be, on his units. Warping some Zealots here, come from behind. Just need to be constantly warping in units here. I have the home field advantage, closer to my warp gates and pylons. He threw up a proxy here, I want to take that down. Now I'm just going to sort of stand pat, should be doing more work with my observer here. Again, see if he's going towards higher tech. I haven't seen much of his base at all. Didn't do a good job with my observer. He finally has his expansion up. Got it pretty well saturated. Again, he doesn't have as many drones as I do, 31 to 46. My natural is well saturated. Let's look at the army size. Pretty even. Again, his way fewer probes than I have, so that might be the difference in population. I'm just going to push out, see what I can see here. Try to keep map control, keep the pressure on him. I see with my tower here, he's down, destroying these rocks, so I'm going to warp in some units. I have 2 Immortals, should be creating Immortal after Immortal here. And as he comes up this ramp, I think I'm going to try to get a good attack on him. Take down some of these units. And I don't get a good concave, but take out some of his Stalkers. I think at this point I'm just going to pull back again. So, look at the units lost. He's lost about 2,000, 2,500 more resources than I have. I do a lot of sort of guerrilla attacks, in and out, take out some units, retreat to a better position. Try not to engage when I'm at a disadvantage. That's the way to get your whole army wiped out, and then they can just roll over your base. So, not afraid to take some units and fall back. At certain points here, I probably could have pushed and maybe won the game a little bit sooner, but I'm happy just being in control. I know that I'm pushing out more and more Immortals here. Those are really going to counter his Stalkers. I know at this point he's pretty much invested in all Stalkers. There's no upgrades going on with Stalkers. I have my Forge working on ground attacks, so my Immortals are upgraded. They're going to do 55 damage versus Stalkers. And the Stalkers have 160 life, so now we're in 3-shot range with the Immortals. My Stalkers are doing 15 damage to armored. His are doing 14, so my army is basically built to counter his. I have 4 immortals at this point, some zealots to soak a little bit of damage, and stalkers. At this point I should probably get blink up, just so I can, yeah, it looks like it's about to finish. Just so I can catch his stalkers if he's ever going to run away. I see with my watchtower again, which, again, map control, knowing where your opponent's going to be, gives me time to rally my troops, get a good concave. He's stuck here in a big pack, not even sure all of his stalkers are firing. Again, I retreat back so I can get a good position at the top of this ramp, good concave, force him into that pack. And I have 5 immortals now to his stalkers. I'm going to blink after his stalkers, again, keep picking them off, one by one by one. Again, now over 3,000 resources more in lost units. Just gonna have a big old battle here. All these immortals, again, 3-shotting stalkers. I probably should be focusing down the stalkers here, but again, just with the sheer number I have compared to him, I feel comfortable. And now is the chance to push in. He GG's. Yeah, it's over. Again, look at the units lost. 13,000 resources to my 5,000. And again, it's primarily just creating these immortals, which are going to counter his stalkers. He probably should have gotten some zealots out with charge. Could have used a few sentries, thrown up those shields. He seemed to abandon those early. And if he had countered with immortals of his own, I wouldn't have been able to get out stalkers. Probably would have gone to a different army mix. I had just gotten on my 3rd expansion. Again, many more harvesters, had the income advantage almost the entire game, or should have. I just run out of my main. He was about to. Looks like I was a little more saturated at my natural, and then I think I was transferring probes to my gold expansion here. So, would have kept that advantage up, had another warp gate, could have had, and that robo bay, which basically won me the game. He never went to a higher tech besides blink, so it's pretty much why he lost. Again, another PvP. Haven't really been playing many Zerg or Terran players. A few Zerg here and there. Hardly any Terran at this point. But glad I'm able to beat Protoss. I don't have to worry about, one race being overpowered. PvP is pretty even. Just comes down to build order, reacting, map control, aggressiveness, all the things I'm trying to work on. Pretty surprised this guy's a diamond level player with just the straight stalker build he was going. Seemed pretty simplistic, but glad I'm able to beat a diamond level player. Hopefully play a few more in the future. Thanks for watching.